Third quarter moon. Adjustments are required. So every time we've had a full moon, after the full moon, we come to the third quarter moon, which is part of the waning phase, which is part of the letting go, the releasing, the surrendering phase. And in that phase, adjustments are required. So what are the adjustments? Let's tune into the spellcast cards and ask for what the adjustments are. What are the adjustments are during this third quarter moon, please? That one just slipped out. There we go. Okay, we've got a couple here. This one's just slipped off straight away, which is new beginnings. New beginnings. We have inspiration. And we have answers. Answers. All right, so adjustments are required. New beginnings, inspiration, and answers. All right. What I'm seeing and feeling from this energy at the moment is, because we're in that release phase, you're letting go of lots of stuff. And through the letting go, it becomes, I'm trying not to get the light glaring in, there is a simplicity that is forming. There's a time for bringing things in. So you're not particularly expansive at this time. There's more of a clearing out that's happening, and so your energetic field is becoming a lot more clearer, and as a result it's becoming more simple. And in that simpleness there is less static, and so the clarity is becoming more precise for you, which means that you are listening better, you're seeing better, you're feeling better, because you're letting go, and so you're making room for new beginnings. Okay, now these new beginnings, and it's funny because today I opened the door and I had something spread out on the floor here, and as I opened the door, the two dogs almost barged in, and I said to them, just because a door is open doesn't mean you have to walk into it or walk through it. And it sort of reverberated in my mind and in my energetic space. And my housemate said, "Oh, is that a life value, a life lesson?" And it is true. Just because a door is open doesn't mean you have to walk into it. And because you're doing this clearing, you are creating space for new stuff, but not all of the new stuff is for you. It's just possibilities. So there's a need for you to center and ground yourself constantly, daily, and in that space you develop a strong sense of not only yourself but stability, and also, or therefore, discernment. So the answers that you're looking for, listening for, feeling for will present themselves to you better, so you know which of the new beginnings are for you and which are not for you. You don't have to take every opportunity, and the reason you do it because it comes from a lack perspective. And if you've been running a program in your whole life that says, "Oh, this is a new opportunity, I better take it because I don't know when the next one's coming in," this is where the lack energy has been stuck in your energetic field. It could have been from an ancestral programming or a wound from an ancestor. It could have been from your own soul's journey in previous timelines or lifetimes. So what this is saying at the moment during this third quarter moon is it's time for you to be a little bit more discerning when it comes to the inspiration that comes forward for you. Not all of the ideas are for you. Not all of the ideas are meant to be actioned or appropriated for yourself at this time. They're just ideas. Because you're tapped into the collective consciousness, you may be receiving these because of your empathy. And so whether they're for you or not, you will find out the more grounded you become and the more you connect with your own sense of self and your own stability. How do you do that? All right, so let's call in the masculine energy and ask, is there a message from the masculine energy at this particular time that around the third quarter moon that's going to help with the adjustments being made in gaining and clarifying inspiration, new beginnings, and receiving the right answers? What is the masculine energy advice at this particular time? Okay, wonderful. So we have the Queen of Swords. So remember, inside of all of us, we have the masculine and the feminine. And within our masculine and feminine, we also have a masculine and feminine. I know it's weird, it's strange, but that's how it is. Or you could see it as the light and the shadow within both sides of yourself. And this is saying, your masculine is saying, it's time to be cut through bullshit, cut through the fluff, and cut through all the superficiality and the masks. This is what this is saying. So and by doing that, you're connecting clearly in with your perceptions. So you recognize without a doubt your intuition, your telepathic skills, your intuitive skills, your resonance will know exactly what is for you and what's not for you, because there is a direct line. There is definitely a direct line. She's got one, if you see her, okay, the masculine, the feminine, Queen of Swords, regardless whether you're man or female, the Queen of Swords energy in the masculine is having one hand open to receive and the other hand is there to I want to say pass judgment, but that's a really human way of describing it. It's more or less, it's more about saying one hand is open to be receptive and the other hand is holding a sword in order to be directive and projective. Clear it or ush it on. Put it on hold or get rid of it. So your masculine energy is reminding you to cleanse and clear your space. This is a support that's happening here in order for you to be in a better receptive position, to receive the answers and to know what is for you. All right, I'm not going to take that one because we didn't have the intention set. So we're using this for the feminine energy within ourselves. What is the feminine energy at this particular time? What is the feminine? What is the message from the feminine within at this particular time? Okay, the Three of Cups. All right. And look, I am going to say that the card that did fall out before was the Three of Swords. So the three, oh, that's a four. The three energy. The three energy. And look, it's around the moon, celebrating around the moon. Cups energy is about your emotions. It's about the feels, the happy feels. In this particular case, the happy feels. It's about celebrating together. And so I feel like your adjustments at this particular time is connected to you there may be somebody in your friendship group that you may need to distance yourself from. There may be somebody in your community who is on the peripheral that you may need to be very clear with boundaries on. It could go either way, because I really feel like this is about having, or I'm hearing, a tight-knit circle or a tight-knit tribe that supports you at this particular time. So your adjustments are about getting very clear on who you want to engage with, because remember, when you engage with people on a regular basis, you're going to start to absorb their energy as well, and you're going to play in that energy. So you're going to need to be very clear about who you want in your life and how often you want to connect or engage with that person. And if you don't want them to leave completely, but you know that when you're with them, like, they've got a good heart, but they're still sorting out their own stuff. So it's about boundaries. It's about how much do you give them in order, how much time do you give them, how much energy do you give them, and how much do you prop them up. Maybe you need to stop doing that. So this is about your friendships. This is connected with your friendships, your adjustments at the moment. So be very clear about who you want in your circles, how big the circles are. And you actually you'll see the results of this, because on the bottom of both of these is we've got the Five of Swords, which is about that mental conflict, or the conversations that keep going on and in your head. And if you've been spending time with people and then afterwards you walk away and you feel like you're constantly having a conversation with them in your head, or you're ruminating about the conversations that you had, all right, that's time for that to stop. That's what that is saying. That's what the Queen is saying. We need to cut that stuff out. All right. And then here, the feminine, the Six of Wands this is the right thing for you, because you'll see results from it. This is victory. This is, I'm rising above, and I'm using my own spiritual sovereignty, my own power, my own choice to make these decisions. All right. So what's going to support you at this particular time? Some tools that are going to support you at this particular time. Do we have some tools? Some essential oil tools that will support us through making adjustments on this third quarter moon, especially around our communities and our groups. Basil. Concentrate, restore, decisive. I easily action my crystal clear guidance. Basil. I easily action my crystal clear guidance. So again, the Queen, the direct energy, okay? Working with Basil is going to help you to connect with that energy within yourself, to receive the answers that are meant for you, not just all of the inspirations and concern and go for it, because there are new beginnings afoot, but Basil is going to assist in you recognizing what is for you. It's a really good focus energy. Now remember, working with essential oils, if you're new here, you don't need to have the essential oil with you, and you don't need to have the plant with you, but you can involve and engage those into your daily practices to assist you, because when it's tangible, it feels like you're fully engaged in your own healing process, and that's part of the experience on earth. However, if you don't have the plant or the essential oil, you can call in the energy resonance of that, the frequencies of Basil, to assist you. All right, and how do you do that? Well, stay tuned. We will talk about that in another video. And now we're calling in some crystals to assist us through this particular third quarter moon phase and our adjustments that are required, please. Can we have crystal message? Oh, there we go. one of my favorites, Mookaite. I love Mookaite. Mookaite. All right, so Mookaite is very balancing, it's very grounding, and it's flexible. It's got a flexible energy. It's a soft, grounding crystal, Mookaite. I hold space for healing my ancestral connection to Mother Earth. All right, so we were talking about the ancestral energies before in terms of the programming of lack and taking the opportunities that present themselves, okay, because we're scared that we're not going to get another one. So Mookaite is actually going to assist you in connecting with that deep, grounded, safe energy, so you can clearly step back and feel into the resonance of each opportunity that presents itself to you. Is this actually for me, or am I taking this opportunity because I'm scared? Take a breather, stop, feel into it. And there's a process that you would go through. I mean, everyone goes through a slightly different process, but Mookaite's going to be really supportive. Again, if you don't have Mookaite, you can call in the energies of Mookaite to assist you. And if you don't have the crystal elixir, or the crystal essence, or the tool, you can call in the energies. All right, so remember, we've been working with koala. We've been working with koala through this whole month, this new full moon month, the koala. And what I did actually forget to do and what I wanted to do, oh, great. Here is koala in this particular deck. I don't think it's in the other deck. I'll have a look for the next video. Koala spirit. Spirit has a plan. That's why we're working with koala at the moment. Oh, and look at that. This one is number 34 and this one is number 35. Haha. So spirit has a plan. So reconnecting with the koala energy. It is a complete surrender. It is a trust, and it might be time to climb a tree or hug a tree. However you feel connected or guided to engage with koala energy or koala spirit, let me know in the comments, because that would be really cool. I'm sure there's lots you can share with others. Your experiences might inspire other people's experiences. Whether they choose to do that or not is entirely up to them. But, you know, we are all sovereign beings. All right, so I'm going to leave that there. That's the adjustments required for this third quarter moon phase with the full moon in Cancer. All right, toodaloo, namaste, and blessings to you. Thank you.